past couple videos I've just been complaining about being burned out, and it hasn't stopped. Today it's supposed to be a lighter day of 275 for 5 sets of 6. First set I ended up doing a high bar, and it's kind of weird. Only the first 3 reps came out pretty clean, and then the last 3 were really rough and ugly. And in addition, it got up to like 75 or 78 degrees in Charleston today. Now I know the rest of the country is still probably negative 30 or whatsoever, but honestly, it sucked the breath out of me. When I came in, all the mirrors were actually all fogged up because of the intense temperature change. Ended up not being able to breathe. Eventually I had to kind of go a lower bar squats, and these move so slow, and 275 is usually my warm-up weight that I just do triples of leading up to my heavier weight. And I don't know if it was the flat shoes, it just getting down the hole and everything was moving so slowly, and overall it's just a lot of things are getting ugly. I mean, looking at it now, maybe it's not so bad at it anymore. I thought my hips were shooting up a lot higher, but I was just tired and burned out. I mean, I just barely hit parallel, and you should go a lot deeper. I mean, that being said, these are flat sole shoes, and I don't know, man. I know when I used to squat with flat sole shoes, I used to have a New Balance trainers, and they were flat soled, and I used to go a lot deeper. Maybe my hips are tighter, but just a lot of adjustments that I made, I'm not a big fan of. The deadlift is definitely improving, but the squats, a lot of people were telling me I go in the hole too fast, but I find that as long as I'm tight and it go down, I don't have a problem. I'm just gonna go back into kind of going down the hole and using the reflex. And it just the tough part is if I get out of tightness, then I struggle. So I gotta just make sure I'm tight going down the hole, and just taking my time going down the hole isn't really working out for me as well. So as far as deadlifts go, I think when I was doing them, I thought my back was rounding over terribly. The cue that I learned of straightening out my back by sucking in air, I thought I forgot, or it was difficult to get in the groove of, but once I got in, once I went a few sets, it all came back. So and looking at these sets, I mean, again, these are, you know, lighter weight, so they're much better than I thought they would have been. Yeah, so I mean, the couple things that ended up happening was when I deadlift with Robert, he did ask, or he recommended I sit back a little bit more, and in result I do sit back a little bit more, and at the same time I actually widen my stance just a little bit till my mobility catches up. So otherwise I'm pretty happy with deadlift. I thought they were very ugly when I was doing them, and these move really slowly in my mind. It just, I think it was actually more the heat for the slow movement, and could be just me being lazy as usual. But you know, minor improvement, that's definitely paying off. Just gotta make sure I go back and concentrate on squats. I was actually telling myself deadlift used to be my favorite movement, and I used to tell myself, well, I wasn't gonna tell myself I don't like it anymore, but now that it's getting better, I almost told myself squats the better movement, but no. And then 375 band assisted. These actually look pretty good too. I did do overhand grip for all these, and just until maybe a month ago, even never, I don't think I've ever been able to do overhand grip on 375 or anything like that. So if anything, I think I mentioned it before, my grip strength has gone up, and my back looks decently tight, so happy with that. Yeah. I do lose my grip on the second rep usually quite a bit, and then on the conventional it doesn't look as pretty. I think I was getting pretty tired, but I think I'm getting the cue, which is when I'm getting tight, as I'm getting tight, sucking a lot of air, and sucking in as in inflate my stomach, as in rather than making a vacuum. So yep, progressing. I got one more week until I stop cutting, I guess. So looking forward to that, and 2 more weeks till testing. Anyways, remember guys, you can never drink too much, you can only drink too fast. Be the wolf, not the sheep.